Hi, we're here with Kai Furland, the soft skills instructor for the Work Ready New Hampshire program here at River Valley Community College. Hi, Kai.
Hi, Chris. Thanks for having me in.
Thanks for taking the time to talk with us.
I'm excited to talk with you about the soft skills class and the Work Ready program today. It's such a great program, and we've had so many fabulous outcomes from the students that have participated.
Excellent. So one of the things that we would like is to give prospective students an opportunity to see what goes on, maybe a typical day. This is
Yeah.
something that
So, typical day has a soft skills component with a workbook. It also has a work group project that every day the team gets together without the instructor. And then there's another component where there's sort of foundational skills like math and reading that's on the computer. So there's classroom time, there's group time, and there's computer time.
So can you elaborate just a little more on soft skills? So your soft skills.
Soft skills
instructor,
is a big subject. It talks about how people communicate to each other, how people get along, whether or not they're fighting, whether or not they're agreeable, whether they're in a bad mood or a good mood. It has to do with how emotionally intelligent they are and whether or not they can get along with a group of people. That's okay.
So how oh my goodness, my brain is just gone dead. So what are the expectations of the students? What are your expectations?
Well, the expectation is that they will perform in a way by the end of the course in a way that they would be successful across any work team. The expectation is that they're going to come in at a certain level of soft skills and they're going to leave with a higher level. It is a work simulation, so it's almost like on-the-job training.
Right. Can we try that one more time? And then
Sure.
could you just do one thing for me?
Yes.
One of the things that you emphasized at the beginning of the course.
Yes.
That it is a work simulation, but then you have to do things like show up on time.
Yeah,
you have to
yeah.
attend. You have to show up on time.
Yeah.
And that kind
So
of
you want me to
thing.
say that part?
Yeah,
Yeah, okay. So in terms of expectations,
And,
Yes.
and
okay.
just a small tip, Chris.
Yeah.
You could have just asked her a follow-up question instead of saying, "Can we do that?" Because that was a great segment. We'll edit that out, but for
Yeah.
the next one,
Yeah.
just say, "Can you
Just keep
collaborate or follow up on, or give her a follow-up question?"
Right.
That'd be good.
Yeah,
All
I
right.
wasn't sure how to lead
Yeah.
into
Yeah.
the make sure they show up on time. And
Yeah.
that kind of thing.
Okay, so I'll just keep going and we'll take that
going
first
and we'll
part
take it
and
right
we'll
out.
keep
Yep.
going. Okay, so part of the expectations of the students for the program is that it's run like a job, and so instead of me being the instructor, I'm the boss, and you have to show up on time. You have to show up every day. It's the same expectations as an employer might have for you to dress professionally, to speak up, to follow directions, manage your time well, and to accomplish the exercises in the workbook.
Sure. As I understand, that's sort of how the program began.
Yes, that's right.
That they did a roundtable of business leaders.
That's right.
And they will give you
And
some-
employers really were looking for people who could get along with each other and who could manage their time well and specifically show up on time. And so attendance is a big part of the program, as well as dressing professionally and acting professionally. So the expectation is that you're going to come in at a certain level, but you leave work ready professionally.
Right. Very good. So I'm sorry, I'm drawing what skills are taught because you've already done all of that. That's what students.
I mean, let me talk about how the skills benefit the students a little bit.
Okay, so I'm
Yeah.
gonna ask a question.
Okay.
Okay.
You're doing a great job, Kai, by the way.
Thank you.
Yes, you're excellent. So Kai, so how do the skills benefit the students?
You know, that's a really good question because every student is unique and different and is sort of requiring a different part of the education. So overall, what I see is by halfway through the program, people are having fun, they're relaxed, they're getting along, they're talking to each other. People often have pretty significant revelations in their own personal style and how they could have improved in the past. They're sort of eager for conflict, so they can practice some of the conflict resolution skills. So it changes the energy of that person from being a little bit stressed out to happier. That's what I see happening more and most often.
Very good, excellent. So you mentioned this business group project.
Yeah.
Can you just give me a little more information?
Yeah,
about
the
what
business
that is?
group project is terrifying for the participants in the beginning because they have to come up with something and follow it through to the end and present it at the end. It is one of the most valuable parts of the program because people have to talk to each other, and that's really what the whole soft skills part is, to learn how to talk to each other through the difficult times as well as the good times. So, but also what I see is people are amazingly creative and have tremendous amount of skills, and they're just eager for a place to use them. And so the projects end up being really, really professional endeavors that are very valuable.
All right, one of the projects is indeed just a video.
This is, I think, a very good
Yeah.
example
Exactly.
of what can be accomplished in a few short hours with good communication.
Sure. So at the final, once the course is over now, what
Yes.
is it that the students earn?
The
for the
students
program?
earn 2 certificates, a National Career Readiness Certificate that is placing them at a particular skill set level, and there's 4 levels, highly advanced level all the way to entry level, and also a Work Ready New Hampshire certificate that not only speaks to those foundational skills of math and reading, but also to the soft skill part. So a graduate is going to have 2 certificates, one to prove they've taken the soft skill training, and one to prove they have those math and reading and locating information skills that are on the computer.
Excellent. Kai, thank you very much for taking time. Appreciate it.
Thank you, Chris.
Yeah.